Business is picking up. What's up everyone, it's Izzy, back with another awesome video, and today I want to talk about the newest wrestling promotion, All Elite Wrestling. And lately I've been watching their latest show called Dynamite on TNT, and let me tell you, the name speaks for itself, because when it comes to what they put out live on TV, they never disappoint. The fans are always tuned in. Also, AEW actually has another pay-per-view coming out tonight called Revolution. It will be held in downtown Chicago. This is essentially a rarity, having big pay-per-views like this be literally in the heart of the city. Because usually most wrestling pay-per-views, when they're held at venues in Chicago, it's usually on the outskirts, like say at Allstate Arena or Sears Center. And technically, that's not Chicago. But anyways, hey, if you were in the Chicago area, do come down and check them out. If you don't have the time or the money, you can always stay tuned for the next episode of AEW Dynamite following the pay-per-view, and they'll give like a recap and what has transpired at that event. I saw the cards they have on the pay-per-view, and it is stacked. I mean, you have Chris Stratlander going one-on-one against the new AEW Women's Champion Nyla Rose for the championship. Then you have the natural Dustin Rhodes facing off against Jake Hager, formerly known as Jack Swagger, and he actually did some MMA in Bellator. So this is going to be his first ever debut in the AEW Square Circle. You also have Cody Rhodes finally get his hands on MJF after the countless beatings he took, getting whiplashed by MJF and facing Wardlow in a steel cage. Next you have Darby Allen facing Sammy Guevara, and recently Darby Allen returned from injury because Sammy Guevara actually crushed his throat with Darby Allen's skateboard. There's a tag team championship match as well, where Kenny Omega and Adam Page, Hangman Adam Page, facing off against the Young Bucks. You know, and this has gotten pretty personal as well between the two. If you've seen their latest interview when they sat down with Jim Ross backstage. Last but not least, you got Jon Moxley facing off against the current AEW champion, Chris Jericho. There's so many to choose from. It's literally like a wrestling buffet. But if I were to make a choice, I really think that match between Darby Allen and Sammy Guevara will be pretty epic. Darby Allen, I just love his character and the way he performs in the ring, as well as his promos. If you saw the reception he got when he returned from injury, like, just see for yourself.
And look, you see, what the hell now? What? Whoa, even got darker somehow. He's back! He's back! What a pop! It's Darby Allen! And this crowd has been electrified! I got goosebumps! What an ovation!
Dude, honestly, I actually marked out. Like I said, his whole persona, as well as how he promotes himself. Just notice how Darby Allen is so over with the crowd, with the fans. And I feel he could become the AJ Styles of AEW. I mean, that's how I see it. I mean, then again, they're, as far as character is concerned, and even their techniques in the ring they're essentially polar opposites. But it's more so that underdog personality that I connect with so much, where you think that someone like Darby Allen wouldn't stand a chance against the big man or whatever, couldn't handle his own and would just get thrown around. And that's not really the case. I mean, you don't want to screw Darby Allen. But I will say this, as far as his character, his personality is concerned, he reminds me so much of Raven Yeah, I mean, you not just the character, how he does his promos, his his cryptic messages and all that. I see the same influence with Jimmy Havoc. If it wasn't for hardcore wrestlers like Raven, the Sandman, Sabu, Tommy Dreamer, Rhino, or Terry Funk, if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be no Jon Moxley, no Darby Allen, no Jimmy Havoc. And if it wasn't for the creation of toilets, there would be no MJF or Sammy Guevara. But I'm definitely looking forward to this pay-per-view and what will unfold in the next Dynamite show on TNT. And here's the thing about AEW. It started as an idea by very passionate wrestlers. And over time, it grew to become something bigger. A force to be reckoned with. And I fully commend their uprising, all their hard work, and really listening to the fans. Not being so predictable, giving us what we want, holding no restrictions for their wrestlers. If you're a big time wrestling fan and you watch AEW or heard of it, please give me your thoughts on the company itself. How do you think they've been doing? And if you have any feedback you want to give me for my videos, if you think it needs improvement or anything, let me know. I put in a lot of work doing these videos. I really bust my ass. I just want to make sure I'm able to entertain you all and give you what you want. That's pretty much it for this video. Don't forget to smash that like button and also subscribe to my channel for more content. Do it!